Well, hello, I'm David Freeman with Is That Really in the Bible? Well, you know, the Protestant Reformation, maybe you've heard of that, was about the Protestants coming out of Catholicism. Now, really, when you think about it, they really didn't come out of Catholicism. They adopted many of the Catholic beliefs, such as the universal day of worship that the Catholic Church made holy, which is Sunday. They kept that. They didn't come out of that. They adopted some of the same pagan holidays that the Catholic Church made holy, Christmas and Easter. So when you think about, okay, did they really come out of Catholicism? Well, you'll have to be the judge of that. Now, they did come out, the Protestants did come out of idol worship. In other words, if you go into a Protestant church, you don't see the statues of Jesus and Mary and all the rigmarole that goes on often in a Catholic observance. You don't see a lot of that. But the main thing that the Protestants was coming out of with Catholicism was that they believed that the Catholics taught salvation by works, okay? The Protestants looked at the Catholics' view of salvation and said they believe in salvation by works. Now, what happened is the Protestants jumped the ditch over into a belief system called antinomian or antinomianism, which antinomian belief is a person who maintains that Christians are freed from the moral law by virtue of grace. Okay, so we're going to come out, the Protestants said we're going to come out of Catholicism because they teach salvation by works, and that's crazy, okay? But they went all the way over to antinomian belief that Christians are freed from the moral law by virtue of grace. You know, the pendulum always swings from one extreme to the other. There's never a middle of the road. You know, here we got salvation by works, that's crazy, and antinomian belief, that's also just as crazy. You know, the pendulum always goes from one extreme to the other. I mean, you look at the beaches way back then, a woman would wear, totally covered up, head to toe, when she went to the beach. Today, the extreme is all the way to the other extreme where, you know, maybe a woman would wear a thong or something like that, you know, but, you know, it's never the middle of the road. It's never the middle of the road. Now, Satan's greatest deception is to keep one from receiving the Spirit of God. How does he do that? Through theology, through religion. In other words, if you believe in salvation by works, what do you need the Spirit of God for? You already got all this stuff figured out, okay? If you believe in the antinomian belief that Protestants cherish today, that Christians are freed from the moral law by virtue of grace, well, God will never give you His Spirit if you believe that. You see, you'll never be granted the Holy Spirit of God if you believe that you're freed from the moral law by virtue of grace.